very much to Randy Strong.
Yeah, Randy!
A guy who has done something quite unique. You know, it's not easy to marry capitalism and altruism, and Randy is giving it a go unlike almost any other surf shop owner I've ever seen. The idea that he's actually rearranged his shop to create an opportunity to hold these benefit events. The idea that he's stocking organic clothing made from recyclable and renewable materials. The fact that he's actually trying to carve a different version of what a surf shop's all about, as opposed to being just another boardroom. And so the idea is that with our opportunity tonight to benefit Surf and Serve, we're continuing a tradition that Randy started. He's benefited Surf Aid, he's benefited burn victims, and if every surf shop up and down the coast copied Randy's model, well, things would be, the world would be a better place. So thank you, Randy. My name is Glenn Henning, and the reason I'm here is because 25 years ago I had some ideas about changing the world of surfing. And as it turns out, those ideas became embodied in an organization called the SurfRider Foundation. They also became, as it turns out, embodied in a book that I wrote called Ka'unua, Sacred Reef of the Sea People. This is a novel I wrote about the confluence between greed and generosity, between return on investment and aloha. I've been able to do quite well with this book, and I'm proud to be able to donate 20 copies tonight to Surf and Serve. And so please go ahead and buy the ones that are behind the counter and up front, and the money goes straight to the Surf and Serve effort. Also, whatever books are left over, I'm donating them to Surf and Serve, because I think the idea of creating a values-based version of surfing is something that its time has come. And so buy my book, and because the money goes to them. So without further ado, let me get started with how we started the SurfRider Foundation. And just one more note, it's really interesting for me to be here to see the Surf and Serve, see what they're trying to do, because they are what SurfRider was supposed to be. We didn't start out to create an environmental protection organization. We started out to change the world of surfing. Again, we were rebels. We created our own version of surfing. We were the natural progression crew. Okay, we built boards, we surfed spots, we did things with surfboards that people weren't doing at the time, because we wanted to create a very unique version of surfing. So you have to understand that the roots of SurfRider started in a very unique version of surfing that basically got off the ground from 1968 to about 1975 or so. During that time, we also went all around the world looking for surf. Living in a tent in Australia, watching the sun come up with lines to the horizon. And then by midday, it's 8 to 10 foot, perfect. And being able to camp out in a place like that, being able to move to other countries. I lived in El Salvador for 5 years, and there I am, going surfing on my motorcycle and my surfboard, right? But the whole idea was to really live the surfing life to the hilt, and to find ways of expressing ourselves in a whole different idea about a relationship that was surfing that had nothing to do with contests, and it had nothing to do with commerce. It was just the pure spirit of it all.